loss in a game where it started off like it was gonna look like this was about to be the final score, 200 to 205. Points were flying back and forth. Cat was on early. Anthony Edwards was on early. But then we saw a bit of a response from Evan Fournier, Julius Randle, Kemba Walker, and it was looking like the Knicks were going to be able to figure this one out. We made a nice comeback, a 40-point third quarter. How many times can you say it about the Knicks, Julito? A 40-point third quarter. It was just looking like everything was going the right way, in the right direction for the Knicks, and in very, very frustrating fashion, we figure out a way to fold it. We figure out a way to give the game back. We figure out a way to give Patrick Beverley and the Minnesota Timberwolves this victory. 112-110. I know the chat's going to be on, Julius Randle this, RJ Barrett that, referees this. And you know what? I don't think me and Julito are going to completely disagree with some of those takes. But when I look at these free throws, when I look at these turnovers, we got a lot to talk about.
A lot to talk about.
A lot to talk about. Salute to the chat. What's going on, KnicksFanTV family chat? It's your boy CK, 2K holding it down for CP. As you saw, he was post game. He was at the game for their event with Knicks Omni fans. Shout out to the ladies and Knicks Omni fans. But more importantly than any of that, we got my man back. Unfortunately, like we were talking about it pregame, unfortunately we cannot come to you guys 2-0. That we were both ready for it. We were 1-0 after our last show that we did together. Unfortunately, we're 1-1, but that doesn't matter because the show is going to be lit because I got my guy. Y'all know him. Lifetime famous. My man Julito McCombs. What's up, bro? I know, like I said, you see the hoodies on. So he's on. He's in the mood right now. But yeah, man, how you feeling, bro? Tough game. Just talk to him, man.
Yeah, CK, my brother. Always a pleasure when I get to share a screen with you. You know that. A shout out to the Knicks land, Knick Nation, and thank you for having me again. But I got the hoodie on, CK.
I see it.
It's hoodie Julito, man.
I see it.
Frustrating loss.
Yeah.
So frustrating. I mean, I don't know where we start. Do we start with the RJ Barrett turnovers, right? Another 7 to go along with his 6 turnovers last night.
Yep.
Do we start with horrible officiating? And I'm not the guy that's here to blame the refs, right?
Right.
We have to have the mental capability to push through the refs, to push through the bad calls. But that one at the end, where RJ almost caught the steal on the inbound play, and D'Lo shoved RJ Barrett. Mm-hmm. If your body flies like this, right, you're not even going straight up to get the ball. Your body flies. I think something happened. We don't just move like that. We don't jump in the air. We just don't jump in the air that way. So for them not to call that horrible, so do we go there? No. Do we go with Tom Thibodeau choosing to go Alec Burke? And it's not just, I get it. Alec Burke is your guy. Alec Burke is my guy. He gave me the jersey off his back. Respect.
Shout out.
He was ice cold tonight.
Wasn't his night.
He was ice cold tonight. So you go with Alec Burks over Obi Toppin, over Jericho Sims. So do we go there? Mm-hmm. Do we go with Julius Randle? Oh. And this is why he's so frustrated, CK, because he played an amazing game.
Yeah.
Almost had a triple-double. But then you missed the tie free throw at the end, the clutch free throw. And I put it on Twitter the moment he got to the line. I said, I'm going to close my eyes. And it looks like he did the same thing. I don't know where to start with this loss. I know you told we said offline that 70-point loss was horrible. But to me, personally, how I feel right now in this moment, worst loss of the season.
Nah, I get that. It's one of those things where, we're in that we need all of these wins kind of mode. We need, especially this team that is, like us, up and down. You don't know which one they are. Are they what you saw tonight in the Timberwolves, or are they the Timberwolves we've seen for decades? And, we don't know which one it is. So they're very similar. It's like looking in a damn mirror in this one, and then we come out there and we gave them the game. So I get what you're saying with the frustration and the level of, just pissed off in this. That's the best word I can find in this loss. But I want to go back to what you're talking about with the free throws, because I feel like, if you don't watch this game and you see that the Knicks were 24 and 33, 72% from the free throw line, some people are going to look at that like, that's not terrible, but it's the timeliness of them.
Timeliness of it.
Yeah. It's the timing of those missed free throws from my guy RJ Barrett, from like you mentioned, Julius Randle, who was having a solid game. RJ 3 for 6 from the free throw line. It's crazy. Julius Randle was 9 of 11 from the free throw line, but 2 of those free throws were very, very important free throws. Kemba Walker 3 for 5, and then like I said, then everyone's doing what they're supposed to do. Fournier 2 for 2, quickly 3 for 4. Like, down the line it was where they're supposed to be, but it's the timing of those free throws from guys that we're looking at to be our number 1 and number 2. You know what I mean? We were just talking about it the other day. We finally got to see Julius Randle and RJ Barrett play well at the same damn time. So we're hoping that this is, the beginning of something new. Shout out High School Musical. If y'all know, y'all know. But and then we have nights like this one where it's a closing game and you're going to see the tweets. You're going to see the chatter. You're going to see those kind of things where people are saying, like, these guys are not closers for us. And though we might not agree, it's understandable because 2 points, 110 to 112. And RJ Barrett missed a key free throw. Julius Randle misses a key free throw. Those are those 2 points right there on the board. You know what I mean? So, yeah, the free throws are the biggest thing, especially for those two guys who we expect to get to the free throw line a lot more frequently. Hell, Julius Randle 11 times the free throw line tonight. That's what I want. The way he was doing it, that's what you want from Julius, right?
Yeah. I love the fact that Julius, he took advantage of a very undersized power forward rotation that the Timberwolves threw at him, right? Vanderbilt is not built for a Julius Randle strength. Jaden McDaniels is an infant, a child, if you may. Child, if you may. The entire time I just was, Julius, go at him. Right. And once he started going at him, once he realized the mismatch, it started to be effective.
Yeah.
Go at him. So I really loved you. There was a moment where I was about to tweet, this is the best I've seen Julius Randle all season. And then you missed a free throw that was probably one of the biggest of the season. Yeah. So you can't not talk about that free throw, right? Granted, he played a terrific game, but why do you have to get up on NBA TV games? Why is it that you only get up when you're going up against a mismatch? Julius Randle has the strength and the skill to be able to bully a lot of players. Almost every matchup he has, every night. Mm-hmm. It just seems like once the lights are the brightest, that's when he chooses to do that. And that's not acceptable here in New York City at the Garden for the Knicks. If you're our guy, if you're our number 1 option, I'm going to need you to get up for every single matchup, right? Every matchup is an opportunity for you to go to work. And for me, so that's why it's kind of a love-hate relationship I have with Julius, because I know he has what it takes to do this every night.
And that's the frustrating part.
And CK, I'm not just gonna blame Julius Randle because it's Tom Thibodeau. I can't imagine how tired Julius must be at the end of every game, at the fourth quarter of every game, when he has to play almost every minute. Right? Tonight, Julius Randle, let's go to the minutes. Let's just go to the minutes. Julius Randle played 40 minutes tonight, 38 minutes. Granted, it was a really good night for him, but Julius Randle plays 38 to 39 minutes every single game. That man is tired. He's the most reliable player in the NBA. Give him a break. And I'm not saying he should have went to Obi Toppin at the end of that once Mitchell Robinson fouled out and then once Taj fouled out. I'm not saying go to Obi Toppin. But come on. Not Alec Burks when he's the coldest he's been all season. Yeah. Don't go there. Come on, man. Yeah. It's frustrating.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you want to go with the small ball, which, initially when you look at it, I'm okay with that. Julius did fine with Karl Anthony Towns. I feel like in that final stretch, I wasn't really upset with the going small option. Yes, you hear the crowd chanting Obi Toppin. It probably would have been the right move to go Obi Toppin energy-wise, and, there's all kinds of things we could talk about. But if you are going to go small, I don't understand. I get it. You want to go with your guy. Fine. But I don't know if that's the moment where I am going with him in this game where you're not doing well. The same way that you bench Evan Fournier in these fourth quarters, this was one of those nights that, it wasn't your night, Alec Burks, sit down. So then I'll bring in, like a Quentin Grimes who played 17 minutes. And though he only had, he was 1 for 3 from the field, he had, 2 crazy defensive moments in this game in those 17 minutes. That in those final minutes of the game he could provide at the very least, because who was the guy that was killing us? It wasn't D'Angelo Russell. It was not Anthony Edwards. It was eventually the free throws were made by Karl-Anthony Towns, but it wasn't Karl-Anthony Towns. It was Jalen Noel.
Who is that?
Jalen Noel, because of the game NBA 2K is one of my favorite who is that players, and now I'm actually hearing his name in real life, and I'm like, what is going on?
I thought he was a creative player.
Right.
Okay. I didn't know who he was. I thought he was one of the health and safety protocol guys.
Right.
I didn't know who he was.
Yep. So if you're going to go small, I don't understand that route. So to me, I'll say it. I wanted him to go Obi. I feel like it just made sense. Because Obi can go out there, he'll do just fine with Jalen McDaniels. It was either McDaniels or Vanderbilt that closed the game. I cannot remember off the top of my head, but either way, Obi can handle them.
It was McDaniels.
It was McDaniels. See, Obi can go over there, and then we'll have Julius stick with Karl-Anthony Towns, and then we can go from there. That puts, I just feel like that we could have come up with so much more. We could have spread the floor with so much more. We could have had more energy with a lineup like that than going with the guy who, and then he had the nerve to take the last shot, like.
Let me say this. Let me say this about that last shot, right? Evan Fournier, I'm going to give you the speech Patrick Ewing gave to his sideline. You don't practice that shot. You don't practice that shot. Why you shooting that? Why is Evan Fournier, I get it, you were hot, 28 points. Oh, man, Evan Fournier gave me 27 points, gave us one of the
he was on.
Another notch on one of his great games here as a New York Knick. You don't practice that left hand fade away on 2 players. You don't practice that. Why are you shooting that, fam?
Yeah.
Why are you shooting that, fam?
Yeah.
And trust me, the chat is talking about us not going in on RJ Barrett. Trust me, it will come.
Oh yeah, that was next. We were finished. No, that was next. That was next. That's my guy. But he's next. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Right now.
But yeah, Evan Fournier, you don't take that shot. And I'm really Grimes, of course, was the guy who caught that rebound and tapped it out to Alec Burks. Alec Burks, we still had about 2 seconds left on the clock. Kemba Walker's right next to you.
Right next to you, yeah.
Kemba Walker's right next to you, and he's wide open. Give Kemba Walker the ball. You've been cold all night. Stop playing hero ball, man. This team it needs to, and I get it. The lights are bright. I sit courtside at the Garden. I'll be there on Thursday. I get it. The lights are so bright. The energy is infectious. Mm-hmm. You want to be the guy to say I would hit the game winner. Alec Burke, it was not your night. I'm sorry. Kemba Walker was he was hot. He had just hit some really big threes to get us to this point, right? To even have a chance at the last shot. You give that ball to Kemba Walker, man. I'm disgusted.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted.
Yep. Shout out to the chat. If you guys aren't new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the stream, like the channel, like the video, the vibes, and hit that notification bell so you know every time that we are live over here or we have breaking news and there's a video post up on the channel. Hit that notification bell and you will not miss a thing. All calls tonight will be on Discord. You guys should know by now. If you see that I'm here, know that we're going to be on Discord. You should be on the Discord regardless if it's me or if it's CP because you guys sound crispy on the Discord. So take some time, download Discord, whether it's on your phone or on your PC or your laptop or whatever it is. And then make sure you join the KnicksFanTV Discord. The link will be in the description. It should also be in the chat. Shout out to the mods. Join in and join the conversation. We'll take some calls from you guys in a little bit. But I'm ready for it. This is my guy. Yeah. People think that I'm never hard on the guy. You guys must not watch my channel enough because this is my dude. RJ Barrett is my guy. But in a game like this, especially when you've taken this turn ever since Oklahoma City, where you've just shown that, we can trust that you are a guy that we can go to a lot more frequently. And then you have a game like this where, a lot of us are looking at the matchup between you and Anthony Edwards. I wish I had enough time to get that clip of Anthony Edwards saying what he said about RJ last year, right? We know the clip. We've seen the clip. We heard what he said. So we know that a game like this is coming around in your house. We're expecting big things from you. But instead, Gave us 6 for 16, 2 for 7 from the 3-point line. And, all that stuff is fine. 17 points, 6 rebounds. He was bound to have an off game after the last few weeks of basketball. But the big thing is the 7 turnovers. We cannot have that. I saw a play where you were on the far right side on the elbow of the 3-point line, and you thought it was a good idea to throw it to the far other corner with 2 defenders in the middle and resulting into a turnover. Now, these are the kind of knuckleheaded things that, they're going to come. 21 years old, I get that. But if you're going to take that next step so we can stop having these haters coming after you and finding reasons to hate on you, you have to be consistent. And I say it all the time. The one thing that me as an RJ Barrett fanboy and haters are going to have in common is we need the consistency. That's what we all want, the same thing. If you're going to be that good like you were last week, we dubbed it RJ week. And people tell me, say RJ month. I can't do that yet because I know how RJ Barrett is. And that's fine because he's probably going to get past that. But right now, I can't give you RJ Barrett month because I know that this is how it goes. It goes up and down with you sometimes. And today was definitely one of those games where, like we mentioned, Julius Randle turned it around. Evan Fournier was on. Kemba Walker was on. You can't talk about him not getting touches and not getting minutes. He played 37 minutes out there, and he got not the same amount, but he still was getting a lot of touches, and it resulted in a lot of turnovers. It's one of those games where you're just looking at, yes, it's an off game. RJ is allowed to have off games, but when you got to step into the occasion in this kind of way and that's how you fold, we're going to point at you a little bit. You're getting those chants in the Garden, getting those chants in Atlanta. Tonight was one of those nights where, you're going to get a little bit of the finger pointed at you, and which is fine. But how do you recover? I hope that we hear Tom Thibodeau talking about him in the gym shooting right now. You know what I mean? I hope we hear something about, him, or maybe we don't hear about it, but that's what you should be doing right now because, this is not – if you want us to look at you as that all-star guy long term, which I will always believe, but for everyone, whether they like you or they don't, if you want us to take you serious, you got to learn how to, step up in these kind of moments. And I feel like, he folded a little bit tonight. 7 turnovers, not okay. We had 18 turnovers as a team, and he had the most on the team. He had a team-high 7 turnovers. That's not okay. That's not okay.
Yeah. We had 8 turnovers in the first quarter. Like what? Like excuse me?
We had these teams end the games with 8 turnovers, Julito.
Right?
We had that's not okay.
In the first quarter. So my thing is with RJ, right? Granted, he gave us a week of a lifetime, right? That's the RJ Barrett we want to see. We know what's possible with RJ Barrett.
Right.
And granted, right? Anthony Edwards is at this moment a better player. He has bounce. He can shoot the 3. He can defend. He can attack the rim, and he's unique with his moves at the rim as well. It's not just a pound, try to dribble into your man and go up and with the left hand. He does a little bit of everything. He's a lot better at basketball right now than RJ Barrett. But RJ, you at home. You got to give us something more than 7 turnovers. This is the thing with RJ Barrett, and I get it. It's the same thing that occurred with Julius Randle. With being the man, with being the guy, you have to trust in your pass. You have to trust in the fact that you can't make a full court pass and think it's going to get off. This team they're too defensively sound.
Yeah.
Right? They have Patrick Beverley who sees every pass, who's 2 steps ahead of the offense every time. You have to understand that this team is not them. They are the guys. They are that. As far as young teams in the NBA, the Timberwolves is super underrated. If it wasn't for the Corona affecting them, they would have a winning record right now in the West Coast. Right? They are not the team to be messed with right now because they have 3 weapons. Not many teams have 3 weapons, right? So because of that, I just need more sound and smart plays from RJ Barrett. And I didn't think he gave us that tonight.
Not tonight, yeah.
But for me, it was that free throw miss, man. That free throw, it was unacceptable, man. You don't miss those free throws like that. Right? You got to learn how to sell. Also, this is why I really love Patrick Beverley, even though I hate him when he's playing against.
When he's playing, right? I was just gonna say when he's playing against us, I can't stand him. Other than this, he's kind of cool. Yeah,
because he will sell a call. We have to learn as the Knicks to sell calls. Granted, it's not the most, it doesn't have the most integrity, right? It doesn't come with the most integrity. Yeah. But at the same time, you were supposed to sell that shove, man. He put his forearm in your chest at the end of the play when you reached up for that steal. You got to flop, man. You got to flop. This is what these smart players do. They do this. Right, you got to sell these calls. It wasn't an intelligent basketball night for RJ Barrett. I will say that.
Yeah, off night, and that's the thing. Like normally, you look at this and it's like, all right, yeah, the stretch of games he had, it's okay to have an off night. But like my man said in the chat, you can't have an off night against a dude that is openly called you out several times. You can't have off nights in those games. Like you just can't because we're all looking at it. But be that as it may, the Knicks lost 110 to 112, unfortunately, tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves, putting us back under 500, 22 and 23 for the season, and now 2 games under 500 at the Garden. After finally getting to 11 and 11 in the Garden, we're back down to 11 and 13 at home. I just can't believe we had a 40-point third quarter and still lost. That's the part to me that's crazy. But that's neither here nor there. Guys, if you guys want to call in and speak, make sure that you guys join the Discord. As I said, you will see that in the chat. It will be in the description below. Join the Discord, and we'll be taking all calls through the Discord tonight. Let me actually read some of these super chats real quick before we jump into the Discord. I see we have some calls. Yes, I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say. But first and foremost, let's go to Keith Knighton. We're dropping $5 saying, my only question is, even out of frustration, at what point in the season do you make a move before the season gets away from you? The question is, what kind of move? Because I don't know about you, Lito. I'm really excited about the move we just recently made. I know it's not the last one. I don't think it's the last one. But I do think that this move, if done right, I just made a whole video on my channel about how I'm a little worried Tom Thibodeau might overthink this situation with Cam Reddish, but that's neither here nor there. But if done right, we might have gone our wings of the future with RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish. But for the sake of that comment, what other moves do you think the Knicks are going to be making? What's next? Who's next?
Well, I really love the Cam Reddish trade. I think my only, it's like bittersweet, right?
Right.
I think Cam is gonna get into the rotation immediately. I hope he gets into the rotation immediately because what he brings to the team is needed. But yes, when you got a coach like Tom Thibodeau who values vets, who doesn't see the upside in players, he really goes with the guys he's seen consistently year in and year out. I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous he may not get some playing time, man. And that's gonna be, I think that's when we riot. Yeah. I think that's when we riot because Cam Reddish, I know immediately he will show growth, and he's not under that like Atlanta Hawks kind of that Atlanta Hawks prison. He's gonna come here and he's gonna play with effort, and he's going to do whatever it takes to get minutes. And unfortunately, that means Obi Toppin may lose some minutes, right? But that's
what minutes can you lose, Julito? The man played 9 minutes tonight, 2 minutes in the second half.
Okay, I'm not going to start there. So what do you asked? What do I think is next? I'm hearing the Jalen Brunson thing. Yeah. I'd rather not go the Jalen Brunson route, but because he's undersized, I'm just tired of having an undersized point guard. Okay. Right? I know what he can do offensively, and I know he's pesky on defense. But I think there's gonna by the off season there's gonna be some guys who are ready to get out of their teams, man. And I think we should use the assets that is going to be needed to get Jalen Brunson. I think we should hold on to him for someone else. That's just my opinion. I think another move is going to happen, and I think it's going to be a point guard move before February 10th, which is a trade deadline. Yeah.
My 2 cents on the Cam Reddish thing before we take this first call. To everything you said is exactly what I fear. I feel like I'm right there with you, and I think a lot of people in the chat agree that with a lot of needs that we have on this team, Cam Reddish instantly fits that. And, shout out to my man JD, shout out to Alex, shout out to all the statisticians that come through this show in one way or another, whether it's a written form on the website or on the show on the live. A lot of those signs for what could be with Cam Reddish are pointing in the right direction. We celebrated RJ Barrett being, having the most 30-point games of a player that's 21 or under this season at 5. Now, Cam Reddish is 22, but he's right behind RJ Barrett with 4 of his own 30-point games. Yes, they had their own situation with, COVID and whatnot in Atlanta, but it shows that he has that ability to put the ball in the bucket as well. And then on top of that, we know that if he's not going to give us offense, we know what he provides for us defensively. So the only thing that stops him from getting any kind of rotational minutes or starting or whatever the case may be is Tom Thibodeau. It's just that simple. He's going to find some kind of way. He's going to stick to his vets. I don't see him giving Evan Fournier's minutes away. I don't see him giving Burks minutes away. I don't see him, he's just not going to do it. The only thing that would be is that he takes away Grimes minutes. He takes away Quickly's minutes, something like that. So it's going to be a moment, unless he proves me wrong. I think that when Cam Reddish is deemed healthy, there's going to be some anger amongst Knicks fans, because I don't think he's going to ease into the Cam Reddish era the way that a lot of people would hope that he would. So we'll see. I hope I'm wrong, but remember that was said here with Julito and CK. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say on that. So with that being said, let's get to our first call. And oh my goodness, I ain't gonna even waste no time. I'm not even gonna waste no time. We're not wasting any time. We're going straight to the man himself. I'm really excited to hear what you have to say. It was a tough loss, but to have you on the show and to hear what you have to say and hear what you're going to bring to us, I'm assuming this is the real one. It's the OG. We got none other than Mr. Chuck D in the building. What's going on, PEs in chat? You know what it is. What's up, sir? How are you doing? Tough loss. What's the vibes? How you doing?
Salute, Nick Nation, CK, Julito. Yo, man, I'm trying not to break no furniture up in here, man.
I feel that. Right.
I'm trying to celebrate my first time on the Discord, man, by not being disrespectful, yo. But, yo, man, that was a playoff loss to me, man. And so all I'm going to say is we had the squad out at the microwave in full regalia. Y'all brothers is holding it down. And I'm trying not to break no furniture up in here, man. It's like, look, I'm just saying that, and I'm not here to also crash on anybody, man. Yeah. But when the whole garden yells for one guy, at least back in the day, if it was Red Holzman, hearing that the whole garden is say, come on, bring in Dean Imager or whatever, Hawthorne Wingo. At least Red Holzman heard it. It's like, he didn't pretend to be that much smarter than the fan. Yeah. And even Pat Riley, although we were screaming for him, like, well, where's Ronaldo Blackman and all that, but I mean, and I know, when it comes down to Cat, and we knew Cat was going to eat. And for the life of me, man, Ashley says, the best ability is availability. Us not having our Noel behind Mitch is this accident ready to happen, man. Because Taj is there as a symbol, man, to show energy, to show heart, the grit. And the minute that, he gave his all and he missed that dunk and it popped up in the air like the Don Nelson shot, I was like, man, we in trouble right here, because we had a run. We could have even went more. It turned into a 6-point turnaround. I can't even begin to tell you how this hit me in the gut like a playoff loss. And I'm just like saying, it's like, I get the OB thing and I don't get the OB thing. I'm not one of the guys like, yo, they doing OB wrong. But this was obvious. This was like, either you bring in OB or you bring in Sims, because Cat gonna eat. Yeah. And if Cat not gonna eat, he's gonna distract so much attention that the rest of it's gonna be a problem. So I'm not even gonna get into the fact that you gotta hit your free throws. You gotta hit your free throws. And that's what a playoff team does. If you don't hit your free throws in the playoffs, it's like, why are you even in the playoffs anyway? And if we're not hitting our free throws, man, we can't even begin to discuss where we should be in a particular game. Yeah. I have nothing else to say. Maybe it's the Squarespace patches on the uniforms,
the new ones.
But Your brothers hold it down. This was a tough one, man, but we move on. We go on, man. Yeah. But the whole garden
Yeah.
is like, yo, listen, we have no more ties. Mitch is out. Obi something.
Yeah.
And Obi is, Obi got to watch, and I've been putting this up in the post a lot of times in the chat. Obi got to watch Taj. Taj is only there to show, like, yo, this is how y'all need to be. So maybe it was maybe it's also on Obi too, that if he can't give what Taj gives and Obi can't fill in that spot, knowing you ain't gonna be up in there over Randall, you got to be that guy. Because we can't rely on Noel right now for some reason. And after Mitch, man, I'm not blaming Mitch. Mitch is going to give you, Mitch is going to be 6 fouls regardless, no matter what. And going up against a cat, you need 12 fouls, man. And just like with Bulls back in the day, my last note, back in the day, right, when the Knicks Bulls, right, Phil Jackson knew up against Patrick, he was going to use 3 dudes to give up 18 fouls. Yep. You know what I'm saying? He had Winnington. He had Purdue. He had John Sally. James Edwards. He would just pick up.
That was their job.
Yep, we're gonna use 24 fouls against Patrick Ewing. And we got to realize is that we got Mitch at 6 fouls. Noel, that's 6 fouls. If one of them are out of the equation, man, Taj is there as a symbol. He gives his all. He got the most energy on the squad. So we got to look at that, man. And when we have energy, man, we're hard to mess with. But we got to have availability, because I feel that the second unit, if we had D-Rose, we wouldn't have any of these problems, man. Because D-Rose in the second unit makes the second unit work. Without D-Rose in the second unit, our second unit is nothing. Because I don't want to talk about the young man. IQ is a deer in the headlights, man, when he got the ball, man. He's not a point guard. He's Lou Williams, y'all. He's Lou Williams. He ain't a PG. Yeah. I'm out. Salutes.
Shout out, Chuck D. If you guys haven't already, P's in the chat. 5s. I don't want nothing less than a 5. Maybe you want to throw a fire emoji. We'll take the fire emojis too, but nothing but 5s, because he was spitting. Everybody in the garden. Like, to Chuck's point, everybody in the garden was chanting for Obi. Everybody.
CK, let me say it, right?
Go ahead.
This is demoralizing for a young player, right? It's not even just that everybody was chanting for Obi on the side in the arena. They then put the camera on him.
And then what happened when they put the camera on him?
And then Taj
Gibson.
He has to hold him like a child because
he knew.
And then Obi's standing there staring at him.
Yes.
Like, please.
Yes.
And what happened? He calls Alec Burke, and then that is demoralizing for an NBA player. I wouldn't be surprised if he's on the phone with Leon right now saying, I'm sorry, but send me somewhere where I can get playing time.
Yeah.
Demoralizing. But shout out to Chuck D, the legend. I grew up on your music. Thank you for everything you've done for us as a world, and as especially Black people and people of color. Thank you so much, Chuck D, and a pleasure to have you on tonight, brother.
Yeah, for sure. And to the biggest point, and I'm gonna be real, Chuck, I hope I didn't offend you, because I was a little skeptical at first. And CP, I saw you in the chat thinking the same thing. The fact that we got our man Chuck D, OG, on the Discord, that's a dub. And I don't want no excuses from any of you guys in the chat. I want no excuses. Figure it out. Get on the Discord, hit that link, and you can jump into the conversation, and you can hear it.
CK, let me just do it. We got breaking news. There's a three-team trade between Denver, Boston, and the Spurs. Spurs get Hernan Gomez. Nuggets get Bryn Forbes. And the Celtics get Bol and PJ Dozier. Breaking news.
The Celtics got Bol? Yes, and PJ Dozier. That's a rotational piece.
That's a rotation.
And I know Bobo, he the news came out that he was having surgery today, so he's gonna be out. I think it was like 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah.
Wow, that's a little interesting trade. And then Spurs got rid of their man Bryn Forbes again. Okay, all right. We saw the whole news, of Bobo going over to Detroit fall apart. I think it's all on the open that Bobo is having surgery today. So, Boston knows what they were getting when they got him. I don't know. I like the piece, but are they going to play him? I don't know. They didn't play Taco. I'm not saying Taco's better or anything like that. I don't know.
Who cares, man? This is Knicks Fan TV.
Yeah,
I just had to announce the trade for the folks watching, but none of those teams got better in my opinion.
I was just gonna say that's the most like 2K move. Like maybe there's a money situation in there. I'll look at it later. I'm sure there's some kind of money situation. Somebody got money freed up somewhere along the lines in that deal. But all right, congrats to whoever you thought won that trade. But there you go. Bobo is now on the Celtics. Let me read some of these super chats before we go to the next caller. Shout out to Kenny Gales with the $10 saying, spend the whole practice shooting nothing but free throws tomorrow. Would have been nice to have had a backup power forward on the bench when both centers are out. Tibbs gotta shoot me 60. I'm gonna read that one more time. Would have been nice to have had a backup power forward on the bench when both centers are out.
Lord Jesus Christ. So let's talk about Noel really quick before you go to that next call.
Nerlens.
I just want to make note that Nerlens Noel got injured while on the bench.
No,
how,
really?
fam?
Did he really?
Yeah. Last game, he was on the bench before he even got checked in. He got injured. How? What?
See, I thought he was already out.
Lord Jesus Christ.
Yeah, his true colors coming out.
Excuse me. Yeah. But this is the thing, CK. I'm understanding that he did do as much as he can for us last season while Mitch was out. I knew he was going to get the contract. It was necessary. He was our starting center for almost the entire year, and he played well. He got us to the 4th seed. I'm with that. But that's a bad contract now when you look at it in hindsight. How do you get injured on the bench, fam? He got injured, literally, y'all. I'm not making this up. He got injured on the bench.
It was Obi. I'm calling it. Obi's doing what he can. He tapped on the knee a little bit, like, all right, this will give me some minutes. And then lo and behold, Taj Gibson's one that came in. Yeah, that's crazy. The Taj Gibson saga for this season has just been crazy, absolutely insane. Kenny Gills with another $2 saying we signed the wrong Noel, and that one actually plays. Yeah, shout out to Jalen Noel for sure. All right, to the phones. All right, you know what? I think we need you to start us off early tonight. We got to go to the Rookie of the Year himself, the early vote getter of Rookie of the Year. We're going to Michael because I know he's feeling the type of way. Julius Randle played okay. All right. Evan Fournier played good tonight. So I want to hear where Mike is going to go with this one. Michael, how you feeling, bro?
Yeah. Hit that like button, man. Listen, bro, I'm done. I'm done being nice, bro. I was doing conservative calls. People saying, "Hey, rookie wall." Man, I don't care about that. Listen, bro, why are we trying to get Jalen Brunson? There's no point. We are 11th seed. We're not a win now team. Question is, if Julius Randle didn't have that season, we wouldn't have been a playoff team. Tom Thibodeau, when we hired him, didn't make sense, bro. Julius Randle's first year was garbage. We're developing RJ. Now we hire a coach that doesn't develop their young players. We're drafting Grimes, McBride, and then we're not developing them. And then we're gonna trade a first-round pick for a point guard or maybe Tibbs trying to get Fox. It's like there's two sides. There's Leon, and then there's Tibbs, and then there's Scott Perry, who rides with Tibbs. Because I know Scott Perry loves Tibbs with the Noel contracts. I'm done, bro. I'm done with Evan Fournier. I'm done with that, bro. Why is Tom Thibodeau doing a play where Evan Fournier is driving in? Bro is slower than me. He got no hops, got no knees, can't even dunk. Why are you trying to make him drive in the paint? First of all, why is subbing Burks? Look, I know.
Who are you going with in that moment, Mike? Who are you going with in that moment?
Okay, you can go Obi. You can go Grimes at least. You do got to put in Burks. Burks has 0 points. Grimes had 3 steals. He had 2 points, but he had an and one. Yeah. Plus the free throw. And then, like, RJ Barrett, you can't be playing like Westbrook. Next practice, bro, go with your right hand every single whole day. Don't use your left hand, bro. Because I swear to God, he was getting clamped all night, bro. I'm done with this. I'm done. There's no reason to go win now and because Jalen Brunson, he's going to ask for 50, 70, 80 million. He's going to ask for that.
It's reported 80. 4 years, 80 is what he wants. Yep.
Yeah. I'm not giving that. And then being the ninth seed, bro, we're gonna be win now just to be first round exits or barely not even make it. We're gonna be like the Cowboys. Point. Speak about the Cowboys ash Daniel Jones jersey. You better buy it soon, man. But anyways, bro, there's no point. Go young, develop McBride. And that's all I gotta say, man. This game really showed it. There's no turning point, no turning around, no other than that. We have no All-Stars on this team. Derrick Rose made it because he's a fan favorite. And look, I love Derrick Rose, man, but Kemba and Fournier was the reason why we came back in this game. You can't have Kemba Walker, who just came off an injury, whose knees on life support right now, coming back and legit making you almost win a game. If you're a quote-unquote playing team, you can't have that happening because Kemba Walker's not doing that every night. Yeah. You're letting Pat Beverly hit 2 threes in a row. You're letting Noel's brother, who has a W on his name, wants that contract, bro. I'm done.
Hey, that's a bar, Mike. That's a bar. He said Noel, but he has a W on his. He's right. He spells it the same way. Just got a W in his name. He does have an extra L, but I'm gonna let him have his bar. I ain't gonna mess up his bar.
Listen, young Mike is. He's off the chocolate milk tonight.
Yeah.
Young Mike is turn.
Yeah.
Young Mike, 100%. I need you to get some rest. I know you got school in the morning, young Mike. Don't let this team get you that upset, bro. Mm-hmm. Young Mike, we need you. Keep going.
Yeah, stay positive.
Some valid points. Some points I didn't agree with.
Which one?
But he talked so long. It's hard for me to remember the points I didn't agree with. But what I will agree with is the fact that, yeah, you let the young. I don't know who this guy is. Jalen? No, I don't even know him. I have no idea who this person is. But what he said in his press conference is, in his his post-game press conference, is that we knew we needed to win, and I knew I could score on anybody the Knicks threw at me one-on-one.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah.
When a team comes to New York City, and a guy who he literally won his rotation spot while they were in the health and safety protocols. He played that well and won him a rotation spot. When he says that about your team, I need you to go on a 10-game winning streak after that. Because now,
as the Knicks,
as the Knicks, you have no-name guys coming to your home court while it's live. It's every celebrity in the building. I had people calling me like, yo, why you not there? Like, I'm not a celeb. Cool. But everybody was in the building.
Yeah.
And you let a guy named Jaden Noel cook you? And then say I can take anybody on that team one-on-one?
That's what he said.
And he did it?
That's what he said. And he did it. Went amongst the trees. Made a nice floater. He did it. He did it. Jalen Noel with a W. And the T-Wolves had a W themselves against our Knicks, winning 112-110 tonight, putting them at 22-22 and dropping us to 22-23. Shout out to the chat. Appreciate you guys. We're almost at 900 viewers for this game. I know a lot of people frustrated and went to bed early. I get it. I understand. But for those that are in here with us, rocking with us, we appreciate you. And there's a lot of other frustrated phone calls that we have. So we're going to go through these and want these at a semi-rapid fire pace. All right. So we're going to start off with my man Hassib. Hassib, how you doing, bro? I know it was a tough loss. Speak on it. How you feeling? What's good, bro?
CK, can you hear me clearly, bro?
Yes, sir. You sound great.
All right, perfect. Listen, man, there's 3 reasons why we took the L tonight. First things first, the turnovers were killing us, man. Turnovers were garbage. Second thing, free throws. We can't, as a team, miss 9 to 10 free throws a game. You're not going to win many games just doing that nonsense. And then third thing, Tom Thibodeau was the reason why we lost this game as well. So you're trying to tell me when Mitchell Robinson fouls out, Taj Gibson fouls out, you go to Burks? You go straight to Burks? With the limited playing time that the Obi Randall lineup has had, it has had success. Yeah. And I don't know why Tibbs is so scared of going straight to that lineup. It was the perfect time to play Obi Toppin. We needed some interior defense, and he didn't. He goes to a guy that was literally ice cold all night, just dropping straight bricks on the court, man. I don't understand the rotation. He could have even gone to Sims, bro. You gotta give these young guys a chance, man. as we say, and I know CK says it, or you say it, and CP says it, it's just template coaching from Tibbs, man.
Facts.
He continues to fail to make the proper adjustments in game. He just sticks to a specific game plan. And this is the type of coach that I don't think is good for our team, man, because I think he's really holding the team back. No one is going to shine on the team that's young if Tibbs is going to be the coach. Michael's talking about he wants, Deuce to get that shine so we don't have to go make a trade for Jalen Brunson. But Deuce is not going to get that playing time unless, Tibbs goes, because Tibbs is going to keep him on the bench. He's going to keep all the young guys with any sort of athleticism on the bench. The Timberwolves got athletic guys on their team, man, and we don't. We are slow. Our half-court offense is abysmal, man, and it's just not a good look, bro. So I don't get what Tibbs is just doing out there, man. I really think that was like a big turning point of the game because Tibbs wasn't really doing much. And even the last play of the game, bro, Burks, you had Kemba Walker open for like 3 to 4 seconds, man. Kemba Walker was hot all game, bro, and you don't even give him a pass. No, man, it was just terrible, but that's all the thoughts I got on tonight's game, man. Thank you for having me on.
No, I appreciate you, man. Amazing thoughts. Hassib, as always, with a great call. Appreciate you, Hassib. And yeah, that's one of my pet peeves with this basketball team, and it's on a regular basis, whether we win or we lose. Whenever there's somebody with a hot hand, this New York Knicks team does not know how to continue to feed said player or get said player open. I don't care if it is RJ Barrett. I don't care if it is tonight with Kemba Walker. I don't even care if it's sometimes. I mean, I feel like the only player that they know how to do it with is Julius Randle. Anybody else that is hot, or not, shoot, I guess I can say Fournier, because the times Fournier gets hot, he goes off. But I just feel like tonight, I feel like we could have gone more from Kemba Walker, but we didn't really do much to feed him. We've seen some situations when the same thing happened with RJ Barrett for the first 3 years of his career. We've seen it. You know what I mean? That's one of the pet peeves I have. I know exactly which play Hassib was talking about. I don't know why. I don't know why we went away from it. I don't know. But that's just a pet peeve I've always had with this team. We got to let the guys cook when they're cooking. I don't understand it, man. You know what I mean? If you're starting to make an egg, I ain't going to walk into your kitchen and then all of a sudden start to make some spaghetti. No, I'm going to let you finish cooking, man. You're doing a good thing. It smells good. I ain't going to mess you up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. I think the thing with me about that moment was that Kemba was cooking, but what I really like about Kemba when he is cooking is that he knows how to cook from all areas on the floor on the offense.
Facts.
Right? So his 3-point was hitting, but I knew if we gave Kemba the ball and allowed him to be the focal point on the offense.
You mean be a point guard? Crazy, man.
Crazy. Who would have dunked it, right?
Yeah.
I think that would open up the pick and roll game.
Yeah.
That opens up an opportunity for Kemba to even if it's a fake attack, he'll fake attack the basket, probably even get us the foul call, right? Like it opens the floor up, and because so much attention is on him, it gives guys an opportunity to hit wide open shots because he's gonna find you.
Yeah.
But when you completely shut him out at the last 4 minutes of the game, it doesn't work for us as a team because now we know you're not gonna go to him anymore, and now it's Julius Randle's focused offense.
It's predictable.
It's predictable, right? So it's frustrating, but like I agree with you, man. Let the man cook. If he's cooking eggs, let him cook eggs.
Yeah, man. You don't know what you're gonna add to it, man. You know what kind of season he's putting into. He was having a great game, and then I feel like we went away from it, and then we didn't see Kemba Walker do anything for the rest of the game. We do that too damn often. We do it with so many players on this team, and I never understood that. And especially when he's your point guard, to your point, let the point guard, especially a point guard to Kemba Walker's caliber, yes, with the injuries, and I get all that, but when he's on like tonight, Cardiac Kemba was trying to be activated, and it's like we were the ones stopping it more than the T-Wolves. We did it. We helped them out. So that's a pet peeve I have with this team, and I feel like we saw that a little bit tonight. I still believe that, free throws, turnovers, and those things got to be a bigger issue. But, I think that, Kemba could have willed us some, but we just kept the ball out of his hands, and I don't understand it. Continuing with this. Yeah, we'll continue with the super chats. I'm going to TGI Fly saying in all caps on his Ari. He said, Tibbs still can't read the room. RJ had no moves for Ant Edwards or Pat Beverly. Everyone on this team is a complimentary piece to stars we don't have. TGI Fly, appreciate the $5. He is very upset. Sorry, breathe. I get what you're saying, but breathe. We're okay. We're okay. Right. Ayumata Martin. Oh gosh, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but appreciate the $2. He said RJ can't tie Ant-Man's shoes. He's different. Okay, see that's what I'm talking about. He was nice tonight in the first half, but he quieted down a little bit. I get what you're saying. But, I mean, yeah, 21 to RJ 17, it wasn't, whatever. I'm looking at Brandon Guest. Shout out to Brandon Guest. $2. He's saying we need games like this to see what moves need to be made. You know what? I'm going to let you have that one, Brandon. I don't know if I completely agree. I don't need any more games like this. I think we all know what we need. It's just about if we can get what we need at this point, or if we can play the guys that we have that fit those needs. I don't think we need any more games like this because I feel like we've seen this so many different times and they all hurt differently. To both Julito and Chuck's points, this one hurt probably at the worst rate of all the other losses we've had because this is a game that we had in our midst. We were in a nice comeback, a 40-point third quarter. I cannot stop bringing that up. And then we still folded and we fumbled the bag. This is one of those games. I don't want any more of these. We know what we need. Yeah. We know what we need to do. I don't think we need these to know what we need to do as far as making a move. I don't need any more of them. I'm good.
I agree with you, CK. For me, it's gonna be the difference from us being an average team to a good team.
Facts.
Right? And it doesn't go unnoticed that we don't beat good teams. We beat bad teams. We've had a schedule that was in our favor, to be honest, in the
first half of the season for sure. Yep.
First half of the season, right? Now it's about to get really tough. Every game is going to be a game that comes down to the wire. And I believe I saw a stat. I don't know if it was accurate. I believe we've only won like less than 5 games against teams that are 500 or teams that are playoff or play-in teams. That's crazy. Yeah. If we want to be a playoff team, it starts now.
Yep.
It starts against teams like the Timberwolves who are still figuring out their identity. It starts against teams like the New Orleans Pelicans on Thursday who don't really even have a go-to guy. They got Brandon Ingram, but still he hasn't proven anything. It starts against teams like that. Yeah. It starts against, and now after the Pelicans game, we go into the 20 game of hell. We're playing the best of the best for the next 2 months.
Let me open up the schedule for you guys so you guys can see.
We are playing the best of the best for the next 2 months. It is no more Houston Rockets and Detroit Pistons 2 or 3 times, and not even the Boston Celtics, who they're having an abysmal season. Not the Atlanta Hawks, who are having an abysmal season. We are playing the best of the best for the next 2 months.
Yeah.
Maybe throw a Pacers in there, right? We are playing the best of the right, like we are playing those guys.
We could talk on those guys. We got the Clippers coming up. We got the Cavaliers coming up, and these are back to back. Clippers, Cavaliers, Sunday and Monday. Then we got the Miami Heat, Milwaukee Bucks. Then we got something that we can probably manage. We can see possible future point guard De'Aaron Fox and the Sacramento Kings. And then we go right back to – they are cooking right now. They are cooking right now. But you know who's cooking? The Memphis Grizzlies, who's next. Los Angeles Lakers, a game in which I will be attendance at. The Utah Jazz, Denver Nuggets, Golden State Warriors. Maybe you can say the Portland Trail Blazers is a game that we can possibly go in there and hopefully make something out of.
Not with Anthony Simons cooking the way he is.
So, yeah.
The boy's cooking. No way.
Yeah.
Keep going. But it's winnable games. I think we're going to win every game.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that these are losses, but the competition is going to be crazy. We got 3 of those games I just named are going to be nationally televised. Bucks, Grizzlies, and Lakers.
Just say 3 more after that. You
want 3 more after that? Well, 3 more after that. We got the Blazers, then the Thunder, and then on ESPN, our good friends, the Brooklyn Nets.
So you named about 10 games right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can literally go 2 for 8. You got to beat the Timberwolves at home.
Yeah.
You got to beat the New Orleans Pelicans at home. You should have beat the Charlotte Hornets at home, even though they are a better team. Those are games that we need to win in order to be a sound team, to be a 500 team, to be a play-in team.
Yeah.
that's unacceptable that we lost the way we did tonight. It's unacceptable.
Yeah. And on top of that, and that was just those 10 games we just mentioned. And if we do go, maybe like a 5-5 or like he said, like a 2-8 or something like that, then you follow all that up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight nationally televised basketball games. 5 of those 6 on our favorite network. Well, technically all of them because it's ESPN and ABC. So the lights are going to be on us. It's just about where we're going to be at.
And this is the thing. I'm actually optimistic about these games because Julius Randle steps up.
He loves it, right?
Yeah, we as a team, I feel like we step up against these nationally televised games, right? We step up. So hopefully but this next 15 games will make or break our season. It will make or break us, and it will show us who we are. And as of right now, it doesn't seem as promising as it did 3 games ago.
Yeah. So that's why when we tell you that these games, when you guys keep asking us, are these must win? This is a must win. They're all must win because the schedule is only going to continue to get more and more difficult until the end of the season. We got to win any game, regardless if it is. Look, if you guys think the Thunder are the worst of the worst, whether it's the Thunder or whether it's the Warriors, we got to make sure that we are coming in and competing in these games. We cannot have nights like tonight where you have 40 points in a comeback in the third quarter and then 19 points in the fourth, missing free throws, and allowing this team to walk out of your building with the win. Can't have that, man. Cannot have that. I don't care who you're playing against. Back to the super chats real quick, and then we're going to go to the next phone call. Chris C. Crazy, that's my initials too, bro. Shout out. $3 saying, time for Leon and Dolan to have a chat with Tibbs. What kind of chat we talking about? JS, $5 saying, we lost the start of the fourth quarter because we didn't have another scorer after Randall. Thoughts on going all in on SGA, Donovan Mitchell, or Fox? Yeah, but it's not going to happen. I mean, I know the Donovan Mitchell rumors are out there. I know the Fox rumors are out there. I think SGA is staying put. We haven't heard any of those rumors from this season. I'm on record saying that I would give up the world to make sure that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a New York Knick. But I just don't know how realistic that really is. But I don't know. What you thinking?
I'm throwing the bag at SGA. I'm throwing the bag at Malcolm Brogdon, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm still on the fence about
Fox.
I'm still on the fence about De'Aaron Fox, man. I just
too.
don't know. I just don't know because he's been on record to say that he is a score first point guard, but he doesn't shoot great.
But he doesn't. Right. Yeah. No, I hear you.
He doesn't shoot the three. So for me, that's kind of telling.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence about Brunson.
Yeah. Me too.
I think one name that we haven't talked about in a while.
Is it my name?
Even though what you said in
my favorites, and I make sure I make it known. My favorites are Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, whichever ball brother, or DeJounte Murray. Those are the point guards that I will. Yes.
Yeah.
What do you want? RJ come stand next to me. You're not going anywhere. And then it's just like, let me know what you want.
And then you can take the phone.
Let me know what you want.
My guy is actually the DeJounte Murray. That's
DeJounte
my
Murray,
number one on the board. But I think the Spurs will be very, very, very ignorant to give that man up.
We missed the opportunity. We missed the window.
A name that hasn't been brought up in a while, and I don't know if it's even possible right now, is Colin Sexton.
See, I'm not all in on Colin
Sexton. I'm not there either. I'm just saying that's a name that hasn't been brought up. But he's injured. I believe he's out for the whole season.
Yeah.
But that's a name in the offseason that we possibly can look at. But I just don't know if Brunson or De'Aaron Fox is that guy. But DeJounte Murray's my guy.
Yeah.
100%. But the Spurs would be crazy to give him up.
Yeah.
And they'd probably want the farm as well.
Yeah. And the chat's like, but CK, they're not available. I know they're not available. I'm just saying that those are those names that if there's a rumor, anything comes out, I'm whatever you want. They're yours. Like that's what I'm saying. Those are those names.
Let me ask you, before you go to the next call, really quick. Let me just ask you, right? So with Jalen Brunson, right, he makes $1.8 million, right?
Uh-huh.
So if we trade, we're gonna have to give up either an Emmanuel Quickly an Obi Toppin, right? Someone in that realm. Are you willing to give up an Emmanuel Quickly or Obi Toppin to match that money? Because a lot of people are saying, I'll give up Noel. Noel makes too much money. He makes $10 million, right? Those are not guys that you're able to give up for a Jalen Brunson, right? The money has to match. So we're talking the Obi Toppins of the world. We're talking the Emmanuel Quicklys. Maybe even the Deuce, but that's kind of a long shot. Are you willing to give up an Emmanuel Quickly or an Obi Toppin and make possibly a pick for a Jalen Brunson?
I can't. I'm not doing that.
I'm not.
I can't do it. I can't do it. That's hard for me because I just feel like, Jalen Brunson, I feel like there's just a lot of that's just another situation like Reddish, excuse me, godly. That's another situation where it's just like we're sitting on possibilities of what could be. We're here thinking the higher part of what could be Cam Reddish as a New York Knick. We're thinking that he could possibly break out and be that all-star and be the guy that a lot of people think he can be, but those are all off possibilities. And I think we're looking at the same thing with Jalen Brunson. I get it. Jalen Brunson's his work is showing that he could be going that direction, but we have to remember age, the amount of money he's looking for. He had his moments when they were having their injury problems, and he was there, and he had his nights, but then he wasn't as consistent. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm giving up Quickly for him yet. I feel like Quickly goes to the Mavericks, and then he ends up being used the way that we did not use him, and he ends up having a better career, in my humble opinion. So I don't know. I don't know if I can flip him. I don't know if that's the deal I'm looking at. I want to hear how affordable Jalen Brunson is. I just don't know if that's the deal.
So we'd have to trade one of those guys, and then we'd have to pay him, and then we'd have to pay Cam Reddish, and then we got to pay.
That's
RJ.
what I'm saying.
Then we got to pay Mitch.
They're in the same draft, right?
All of those guys can't get $20 million a year, and all of them want $20 million a year.
Right.
They all want $20 million a year. Mitch is the only one that you could possibly give 15 because we own his bird rights, so we can possibly give him Mitch 10 to 15. But the other guys can't. RJ Barrett is getting 20 to $25 million a year. Cam Reddish is getting 18 to $20 million a year.
Possibly, yeah.
And then we're gonna play Jalen Brunson. Now we're all capped out, and now we got three guys who can get us maybe a first round win. Yeah. I don't want that. Let's wait it out. Let's re-sign Cam Reddish. Shout out to Knicks Film School, my guys. Shout out my brother Andrew. Shout out my guys at Knicks Film School. They said something that was really amazing. They said the reason we signed Cam Reddish is to re-sign him, to sign him to an extension for that 18 to 17, 19 million, and not because we want to give him the extension, so we can use that money that we paid him to trade him, if possible. Right, to use that 18, 19 million for the big trade. We need to have guys on the books that's getting paid a lot. So when the big fish is ready, when the Donovan Mitchells of the world, the money matches. Right. So let's extend Cam Reddish, and let's pray to God that Rudy Gobert does something extremely ignorant to get Donovan Mitchell so mad that we could get the goddamn Donovan Mitchell here, because I'm not giving $20 million.
And that's a win-win situation too, because even if like there's both sides of it. Like, yeah, that's the realistic part. Like, you use him as a trade piece, or Cam Reddish flourishes into that guy that a lot of people think he's going to be, and then the Knicks then have their own guy from within that ends up being good. You know what I mean? So it's one of those situations where it works out either way. But yes, a Cam Reddish that's playing a lot better, that's younger, on a $19 million deal is way easier to shop, believe it or not, than like an Evan Fournier right now is to shop. So I get what you're trying to say. But we'll see. Anyways, let's get to the phones. I'm looking at, I know, oh boy, I think I'm going to say your name wrong. I'm so sorry. It's blurred. I'm moving over. Oh my goodness, Bangathegreat. Oh my goodness, I think I said your name wrong. I apologize. Correct me. But Knicks unfortunately lost 112 to 110. We're here talking about some trade rumors, some possible trades. Speak on what you would like to speak on. Welcome to the show. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, guys?
I butchered your name.
Yeah. Nah, man, it's Bangathegreat.
Bangathegreat. Okay, I was close. Close-ish.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all for having me on the show, man.
What's up,
Shout out to Manscaped. Everybody hit the thumbs up. subscribe for my boys. You already know the vibes. Anyways, I'm gonna get right into it. So, Jalen Brunson, I'm not really a fan of that. That's a move to just spin our wheels. We need a facilitator. Like, how would we go for Brunson when we got the possible answer right there on our bench, McBride? So, I'm not really a fan of that. Secondly, I want to get into RJ Barrett. He was horrible tonight. We need to talk about that. Because if it was Julius having a night like this, we would have never heard the end of it. We would have never heard the end of it. He was shooting terrible shots. He had like 7 turnovers in the first quarter. He was horrible tonight. Abysmal. From the free throw line. I don't even know how I don't know why Tibbs left him in the game. It was really bad. And I don't even know what to say about that. That was just terrible. Secondly, I got to defend Julius because this dude had a good game tonight, man. He had damn near triple-double, 29 and 2 blocks. He was going crazy.
Yeah. We weren't taking no Julius slander tonight. I don't think we were even being that hard on Julius tonight. Yeah, no, Julius, that not warranted tonight. Julius did what he was supposed to do. Just wanted to make the free throws, but 11 free throws still. Yeah, that's great. You know what I mean? And like you said, almost a triple-double. So continue. Go ahead.
I was only saying that because the people in the post game that I seen CP in, they were all talking about Julius missing that one free throw. I'm like, yo, that's the only free throw he missed all night. Like, that's the only free throw he missed all night, man. Come on, give him some slack, man. Give him some slack.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think this game really shows how much he missed D Rose because he was really just he's another playmaker. He's another scorer that just gets buckets whenever he needs to. Guy that comes through in the clutch. That was my last note of the night, guys. I appreciate y'all for having me. Make sure y'all go click that Manscaped and click that subscribe and that thumbs up, man. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Appreciate you, bro. Great call. That's how it's supposed to be. My man dropped in 2 great points. You know what I mean? RJ had a rough one. He went a little hard on him, saying like I don't even know why he was in the game. But I get it. When you frustrate, I get it. I understand.
Well, RJ's gonna play. I will say this. I said it in my spaces the other day.
Yeah.
The next few games and the games moving forward will expose the holes we have on this organization and in this offense and in this defense and in the Knicks as a team. So the last game exposed that we needed a point guard and how much we need a point guard. Today just continued on with that expose of the Knicks as we don't have a point guard, right? With Kemba Walker. Once he got off the floor, it was back to Alec Burks, and then Alex Burks just so happened to be ice cold tonight. Yeah, we're missing a point guard off the bench right now, and thank God Kemba came in and he was able to do what he could do for us. And now our bench mob is lacking a facilitator, and we need Derrick Rose, but we also need a real lead point guard who knows what he's doing out there and who has the legs to do it, because Kemba is a vet, a legend in the NBA, and so is Derrick Rose, but they just don't have the legs anymore. And I'm side eyeing the Knicks MSG channel because y'all showed us some highlights of Kemba and Charlotte, and that step back. I was just watching like, why can't we get that Kemba?
What?
Did you see how swift that step back was? How quick he was able to.
Because in those seasons that his knees got wrecked, and then we got that Kemba, so it's like we can't really. I know. I feel you on that. We're gonna go to the
great call.
Yeah, no, I'm with that. I like that. We're going to another channel favorite. Going to E crossover. Tough loss tonight. We brought up some, like I said, trading points. Brought up some points as far as why we lost, why we think we lost. E crossover, what's good, bro? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm pissed the hell off right now. Julius Randle missing that clutch free throw, man. Listen, the main thing I want to say, we can't be missing free throws, man.
Fact.
It's the easiest shot in the game. That means you're not in the gym enough. You're telling me you're not in the gym enough because it's been consistent that they've been missing free throws constantly. And to go to what Julito was saying about us beating bad teams, I just want to ask you this question. If every team was healthy right now from the start of the season, you think we'll be 22 and 23 right now? Or you think we'll be under that?
If we were healthy, you're saying?
No. Every team was healthy that we faced. COVID protocols and everything happening through those games.
I don't want to talk about that.
All right, but that's the point I want to make. It's like
right. I know what you mean.
I just see that we're not just that good to beat good teams. And it's like the organization, Tibbs thinks that we're just a win now team. Like it's not happening, man. It's not going to happen right now. We have to develop these players that's on our bench, and D Rose has been missed, yes, because Obi and especially quickly, quickly running the point right now. I thought he was coming to his own for like a couple of games. He was on that streak, but now he just looks shaky.
Yeah.
Looks real shaky. He's easy to figure out because he has no layup game. All he has is the floater. That's it. He tries to do other moves, it just don't work. Yeah. And then RJ, man, he just had a bad night. Them turnovers just killing us. But the main thing I really want to talk about is just how we're gonna move forward in the future. Because this schedule is hard, and I think that we're not going to really win a lot of these games because some of these teams are going to be ready. They're going to be going through a playoff push after the All-Star break. A lot of them are going to try to get streaky so they can move forward to the playoffs, and hopefully we can buckle down and help each other out and make sure that we motivate each other. But I don't see it happening if we're just letting teams like this, like that are in 7th place, coming close every time. Imagine if we face Golden State and Phoenix and other teams consistently, which we are going to be going throughout these 20 some games. Mm-hmm. When we face a lot of good teams that are trying to get ready for the playoffs, and honestly, the way we're looking right now, it's not looking too good, man. And RJ and Julius Randle has to be the guys that's going to step up to make everybody else better. Because Fournier is going to be Fournier. Fournier is just, I would love to trade him, but honestly, I feel like politics is kicking in, and we just signed him. I don't think it's ever really going to happen. The only person you can really trade is basically Burks or Rose or possibly Obi. And I don't know, De'Aaron Fox is really that guy that can really help us out. He's not a consistent shooter. He doesn't really play great defense. Jalen Brunson, I'm all for it, but I understand the scenario of having to pay Reddish, and Jalen Brunson, and then you have to sign RJ. I don't think he was saying like 2025. Honestly, the way RJ been playing for these past 3 years, I would even sign him for the way the salary cap is, maybe 20 would do it for me. But I wish RJ would just step up in other ways and create a good dribble drive and a dribble step back move, because it seems like he's just linear. He's just going to the paint, bully balling, same thing like Randall, and that can only get you so far, man. I'm out. You have a good one.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. See, this is the thing, CK. I wouldn't give RJ Barrett $25 million, but if you look at the landscape of the league, he's a number 2 option on the New York Knicks. He's going to get a $25 million contract.
Yeah,
it's not going to be anything less than $20 million. He's getting that. I wouldn't give it to him. I'm sure the rest of the fan base wouldn't. He's going to get it though. This is just he's going to get the money.
Yeah, it all depends on that 4th year. I think, he's progressing each year, percentage-wise, points-wise. You're seeing it go up each and every year. But who's to say in his 4th year, then that's when he turns that corner and becomes a 20-point-per-game scorer, 22, 23, something like that. I think that's when the conversation comes into it, that he progressed each and every year, 22 years old, where the percentages are at. So I think it's too soon to tell what we're looking at as far as paying him. I don't think we're going to pay him what Ja's going to get. I don't think we're going to pay him we'll see what Pelicans do, but I don't think we're going to pay him what like Zion's going to get. But I think, at the 20 mil mark per year, I think it's something that he's probably going to be looking at, but we'll see what happens in year 4 for sure. Too soon to tell. All right, we're going to quickly pivot over to The Truth. With the F, shout out to The Truth, one of my favorite names on the Discord. Shout out to you. How you doing? What's your thoughts? Oh, I lost him. See, this is what happened to me last time. Truth. This is what happened last time. I'm going to try one more time. Check. Truth, you good? Uh-oh.
He's in the Matrix.
Oh, yeah, man. Audio's a little crazy right now. All right, Truth. We cannot hear you, so if you can try and figure that one out, we'll try and get back to you. Papa Left. Stay on deck. I think we're going to close with you, bro. I would like to hear what you have to say. We're going to go from The Truth. If you want to try again, jump in the lounge. We'll see if we can get you to work. Let's go to Nate from The Rock. Let's see if we can get you working. Hopefully yours is good. Nate, what's good, man?
Yeah, you got me?
Yes, sir. You sound nice and clear. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right. I'm not doing all right, but I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I get it. We get it.
Yeah, I think I just want to address the Obi thing real quick. Something's got to give with it. It's just like we're not gonna use him at all. And it's like I don't even think he's like that bad a player. But it's like if we're looking at the construction of this team right now, it's like we have Julius Randle, who's our playmaker and our starter. He's gonna be in no matter what. And with Obi, he's a guy that finishes plays. Like you need somebody to facilitate for him. So when you look at the end of this game, right?
Yeah.
And like we start at the beginning of the fourth quarter, we didn't have any playmaking. The lead was up 5. It got cut to, it was tied. Actually, they went up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they went up. Yep.
Yeah, and then after that, we got Randall back in because we had nobody to initiate offense. And that's the reason why Obi went out. So when you go to the end of the game and you're looking to get Obi back in the game, like if I'm Tom Thibodeau, it's like, do I want to get Obi back in there so I can put him in a potential pick and roll with D'Angelo Russell? And like he's gonna get cooked on that, at least in my opinion.
Probably.
Or do I go with Alec Burks, who's like ice cold to spacing? It's really a no-win situation to me. Yeah, so it's like I'm not gonna kill Tibbs for that, you know. It's
so
like,
then, who are you going with? Because that's you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Those are very good points, and it's very true that could be the way he's looking at it. It's just with the timing of it, the chanting, with all the conversations going on back and forth the last few weeks from playing 10 minutes per game in the last week or so. So I think that's why the conversation is with going to Obi. But I get what you're saying. So instead of Burks, or are you going with Burks in that situation? Who are you going with when Taj Gibson gets fouled out?
Or there was a Jericho Sims, who was our third string point center. I mean, he's almost 7 feet. I mean, that's a possibility.
The thing with that is, it's like I don't know if you want to go with the rookie, the undrafted or 58th pick rookie Cole, hasn't played in the game at all. Warm. Right. You know what I mean? I would consider Grimes at least. At least get him for defense. I would have trusted him because he's always ready to shoot. Yeah. Burks was cold. Granted, Grimes had hit 3 that game either, but I would like his energy out there. But it's just there's not really much you can do. It's the game of this isn't a game where I'm I'm mad at this game because we lost and we really need to win because we're trying to make the playoffs. Yeah. But as far as effort goes and defense and stuff, it's I can kill RJ Barrett. He was terrible. He was really bad, honestly.
Yeah, rough game.
But it's we did most of the other things right. It's just you win some, you lose some. It's a really rough game to lose. But yeah, that's really all I got.
Nope, I got you. I think that's a good point. Appreciate you, Nate. Have a good night, man. I get what he's saying. I still would take that chance. Because I don't think we've ever seen him in that moment at the end of a game. I get what he's saying. Technically, if the T-Wolves go that route and they send pick and rolls on them or I get what he's saying. But I don't know. I'm still taking my chance with him rather than going with the guy that's been cold all day.
Yeah, I'm not going with the guy that's been cold all game. Cold is not from this Knicks team. I've learned that this season when they're cold all game. Go away from it. Yeah, right. Last season when guys got cold, the energy, the effort, the defense, it rallied us back and it allowed guys to get back into the game and turn things around. This season, it's not that same team. I'm not going with Alec Burke, who's been cold all game defensively and offensively. Yeah, I would have went Obi, but like I said, Jericho Sims, at most he's going to do is foul? So I would want a guy like Jericho Sims because he rebounds. Right, we needed a big body out there to get those rebounds, and I think there were a few rebounds we could have possibly, if not got, we could have deflected some boards, or we could have just got in the conversation of a rebound, rather than once we threw a shot up, it was just one and done. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think at the end of the game, crunch time, in that last play when it came to Cat versus Julius, where he fouled them, at least a Jericho Sims would have had his hands up high enough for the shot not to go in on the and one from Cat.
I see what you're saying, yeah. As far as the
you get what I'm saying? Yeah. He would have at least disturbed that shot in a way to where maybe Cat is just going for 2 free throws rather than 3 points. 3 points and 2 points is completely different when there's a few seconds left in the game. I would have went with either Obi or Jericho, but hey, we're not Tibbs, right?
Let's just say imagine that conversation now if he went with Jericho over Obi Toppin, the guy that did not play the entire game, and he gets the run instead of Obi Toppin. The conversation would be completely different. People would be livid. But I like you said, I get what you're saying as far as rotationally. Yeah, I think that would have worked as well. But man, that would be a different story too if we went with him instead of Obi. All right, okay, we're gonna try the truth one more time. And then Papa Left, we're going to close with you, my guy. All right, Truth, let's see if it's working this time around. Okay. I'll try one. This last attempt. Truth. All right, we're going to try it again, another show, bro. It's not happening tonight. So we're going to go to my guy to close out the show.
Well,
yes.
Not the closer, tonight's closer.
Tonight's closer, yes, sir. And I know he's going to be feeling the type of way, and we need to hear it. Papa Left, what's good, bro? Uh-oh. Papa Left going once. Papa Left going twice.
Come on, Papa Left. Don't let us down.
All right,
dang, Papa Left.
Okay, I saw him messing with the audio, so I think he's trying to figure out the audio. So we'll see you jump into the lounge one more time while he's doing that. Truth. Come on, bro. Hit that unmute.
Matrix got him, man.
Yeah, I think it's Damn. Yeah,
Matrix got him.
It's all right.
Papa Left is in the chat right now, so he's here.
Yeah. What happened, Papa Left? Try again, bro. Jump back in the lounge. We'll try again one more time. If not, then we'll wrap
while
it.
we wait, you know, we gotta say shout out to everybody that's joined today, man. It's still
100%.
On my end, I see 938 people still watching, man. Let's get those likes up. You know, let's shout out CP, who's on the streets right now in the cold doing the Lord's work out there, right? He had an amazing event with Knicks Omni fan. Shout out my guy Puma was out there as well. You know, you know, he's out there doing the Lord's work. To be in attendance for a loss like this would have been gut wrenching. I don't know if I could have done it. So shout out CP for doing the Lord's work out there on the streets with the people. Shout out to you, CP.
Especially with that kind of injury for sure. All right, Papa Left. Oh, he jumped out. I don't know what's happening there. I don't know why that keeps happening. I'm gonna try one time. All right, Papa Left. What's up, bro?
Dang, man. Even Chuck D is calling for you, Papa Left.
I need you, Papa Left. I don't know what's going on.
Are we not gonna have a closer today? What's going on?
I guess we gonna have to be the closers, man. I guess we are gonna have to be the closers. We have super chats to go through. It's all good. It's been, it's been one of those nights as far as the Knicks game, but we did have some great calls. We appreciate you guys coming through, starting the entire thing off. We had none other than Mr. Chuck D himself. The PEs were flying, the fives were flying, the flames were flying, and they were definitely deserved. Look, if Chuck D can make his way over to Discord, man, everybody should be on the Discord. What is good? Oh Lord, what's happening? I saw Luke Walton in the chat. I don't think anything's happening with Luke Walton. I could care less what's happening with Luke Walton. But anyways, look, tough loss. To Julito's point earlier, we got a bounce back game on Thursday against the New Orleans Pelicans. I don't know which version of the Pelicans we're going to get. Because Brandon Ingram has been good in some games and then he's just been mediocre in others. We don't know which one we're going to get in that game, but regardless, it's a game we need to win because the schedule only gets more difficult from there. Julito, I know that, we out here hosting, but you want to close it out for us before we go to these super chats, bro? Uh-oh. Julito, you're muted. No, don't do this to me, bro. Are you trolling me? You're muted. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Try muting your Zoom. Maybe we'll just go that way. Oh no. Oh, you can't. Oh no. The technical difficulties have gotten us tonight. All right. It's all good, guys. It's all good. We're going to get that figured out. Here, let me see. Julito, try leaving and then try leaving the Discord and coming back, and we'll see if we can get that. Oh, you can't even hear me at all? You can't. Oh, man. Look, see, I blame the T-Wolves, bro. This is all the T-Wolves' fault. All this is the T-Wolves. Can't hear you? Chat, you guys can't hear me either? Yeah, you can. I can see you guys can hear me. But Julito can't hear. I don't know what's going on. All right, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Throw the whole night away. Anyways, all right, we just going to wrap it up. We going to finish it out with the Super Chats. Like I said, regardless of the technical difficulties or not, dope show tonight. Appreciate you guys coming through as always. We are going to get through every single one of these Super Chats. So if I did not read yours yet, we're going to read that in a second. But I got to find that music to make sure we go out with the music. Where is it? There it is. Bob. Shout out to, like I said, everyone that called in tonight, from Mike, Chuck D, to even those that did not make it through, like Papa Left and The Truth. Everybody, we appreciate it. Yeah, we hear you, CK. I know you guys can hear me. I was wasn't sure. Anyways, let's get into these Super Chats. Tough loss for the Knicks. But it's all good because the Knicks fam is here and we having a good time. CP demoted to 10-day contract. Chill out. All right, Chuck D with $10. Appreciate you, Chuck. He said, damn, yo. Mateen, Ari, Eddie Suarez, listening party, Jay from Florida, King Deej, Mike Maldonado. Julius. Don't be afraid of getting scared of as a New York Knicks star. We ain't cute. Our stars wear scars. Bars. Shout out to Chuck D with that one. That's fire. Kane Marco, Take Mob General, saying, like Jay from Florida said, Tibbs is a war criminal. Putting Burks, who had 0 points, in was ridiculous. Yeah, Jay from Florida been saying that. That's facts. Kane Marcos following up saying fire Tibbs today. Carl Ramsey with $5 saying salute CK and Julito. In your opinions, who do you think is the perfect coach to develop our young talent? Would love to take a poll in the chat. Yeah, we got to talk about that. I've been on record saying I would love to see Johnny Bryant get that job. I think a perfect first opportunity would be with us. I think that'd be dope. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. Kenny Gales again with another dono saying, y'all going to be tight when Cam sits on the bench and Taj gets his minutes. Tibbs would play Luol Deng right now if he could before he go and play Obi. Yeah, I don't understand it. I'm right there with you. Isaiah Ellis, $5. Anthony Simons fits the timeline and PG type of the future Knicks. I like Anthony Simons, but the Blazers aren't going to let him go. They're not going to do it. I just don't see it happening. And then finally, we have Hoodies Vintage with $5 saying tough loss. At what point does management mandate play Obi to Tibbs? Quickly killed momentum, so Tibbs subs Obi, sacrifice Mitch for Taj too. Hashtag clown coach. And people are calling for Tom Thibodeau's head. Crazy times. Like I said, I appreciate you guys in the chat. For whatever reason, we having these technical difficulties. My man Julito, if you can hear me, appreciate you, bro. Good show. We'll get it figured out, but we're going to make sure we get this going again, get the record back on track. But you guys know the vibes. If you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this stream, like these videos, as well as make sure you join the Discord so you can be a part of the loop and everything that's going on in the Knicks Nation. But this is it. Go follow my man Julito McComb. New movie up on Lifetime. I am not gonna check it out, Julito. I don't know if you hear me, but I gotta check it out. I saw your part. I gotta check out the movie. And you guys know what. Follow him everywhere on social media. I'm CK2K. You find me everywhere at CK2K. But we out of here. Good show. Johnny Bryant for coach. I'm seeing the hashtags. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night. Be blessed. Stay safe. We'll see you guys Thursday.